Behind it? Here, watch this. Yeah, there we go.
Called Delphine Mugisha. I'm the country director, Isra Aid Uganda. And we've been here in Gulu with our partners called BGC. BGC is a geophysics company, and it is connected to Geophysics Without Borders, GWB. This is a partnership we've had almost for the last 10 years. Why Acholi land? Because Acholi land was affected by the Konyi War for a long time, that civil war that we were in for over 20 years. And that meant that most of the people were in internally displaced camps. So they were concerned, and they came to help the communities, the people, as they were now going back to their homes because all services had collapsed. So they wanted to support them to access clean water.
Thank you so much. My name is Abak Serna. I'm from WAMTech team. Thank you so much, BGC, Israel, for the training you gave to us. Before, life was very hard. Then I had a good friend who came to me. She told me about the training at Gulu University. We came and did the interview. Then afterwards, we were enrolled of the training. We started the training. After the training, I'm now doing a lot of things in my area. My village members are benefiting a lot from it, from the training. I can now do repair. I can help them repairing their boreholes. I can help them how to treat their water. I can help them to know the water qualities. I can help them of drilling.
My name's Paul Bowman. I'm from Calgary in Canada. I'm the principal geophysicist and hydrogeologist at BGC Engineering. I've been coming to northern Uganda since 2015. I first came here to put on a training session in groundwater and water exploration sponsored by Isra Aid. The training session came about out of work I had done in the Turkana in the Kakuma refugee camp. We put on a very successful training session, and they felt it could be replicated here. And by coming here, I got to see that working in this area had kind of the three components that I look for in a groundwater development project. The first being a need, and the need is tremendous here. You have many communities of hundreds and even thousands of people completely dependent on one or two boreholes or no boreholes, often for springs. Yeah, so over these last 12 years, we've trained about 100 students with a continuous retake of at least 30 coming back each couple of years when we've come. We've drilled probably about 35 wells, and we've rehabilitated about the same number, directly benefiting, if you take the number of households, the number of villages, number of people per household, about on the order of 40,000 people. But more importantly, and what we've left behind here are the students and their knowledge, and they've been able to drill on their own well over 500 wells, rehabilitate well over 1,000 wells, benefiting tens of thousands of people, and that's why we were here.
This year is really a special year because we are bringing this partnership to an end in Acholi land. We have constructed over 30 boreholes all over Acholi land in different areas, Omoro, Nuoya, going towards Kitugum, around Gulu villages themselves. And we also had a partnership with Gulu University. But this year has been a bit unique because the government of Uganda also came to join us, and they have really supported us. This kind of partnership is a very unique partnership. It's not something we do every day. However, we are extremely grateful that the government came on board. They offered to drill 2 boreholes without our involvement in terms of finances, and BGC also contributed another 2 boreholes. So we are really grateful for this partnership, that it was a long-term partnership. It is now coming to an end. It involved equipping some young, actually women and men here who are not really highly skilled, but really giving them the basics, using technology on how to explore ground water. And quite a number of these young people have testimonies because they've been able to start their own businesses. They've been able to have a livelihood which has enabled them to sustain the project. So as part of our finalizing these activities, we are going to work very closely with Gulu University to make sure that at least they have a curriculum that allows them to continue training these people. Gulu can take on that course actually and run with it and earn some money out of it, but also at the same time be able to equip some young women and men in this region to continue water exploration. I must say what we have done is a drop in the ocean. It's not really a massive thing. However, there are other actors in this field who are also drilling boreholes like us. So I call upon other actors to really come in this region and support this whole sub-region to access safe and clean water. There is a lot of space to drill boreholes while we wait for the government to one day maybe link them up to the national grid. However, while that is still going on, it is important that we make sure that these communities have access to clean and safe water, because it's one way to prevent diseases, especially waterborne diseases, so that the children can grow healthy and the men and women can also stay healthy. Thank you.